understand my actions have created a bit of controversy within the league members of Rippy Day. It's nice to be the center of such attention. It's not since 2013 and the great kicker debacle that the team of the Opeachy Drinkers has received any acknowledgement, let alone the fact that we went 2 times as league champions, the only team within the league of Rippy Day to do so, but it only seems to be when you're at the lowest of your low moments and when you make the poorest decisions that people actually take notice and point the finger. So it's nice to be noticed again. And here we are, and if there's any questions I can answer to give you some clarity, I'll be glad to do so. Yes, Whitey.
Oh, you chump. What are you doing, you chump? Give me Alshon Jeffrey. I should have took Alshon Jeffrey. Oh, man, I can't believe I took Julius Thomas. What a chump. Monte Ball. Monte Ball's going to rip. I should have kept Monte Ball. Oh, man, I wish I didn't suck at spike ball so much. And tennis.
All right.
You ripped me at tennis.
Shut up. As you know, and most of the league is probably aware by now, myself and Whitey, as the owner of Gohan Rips You, we're in extensive contract negotiations concerning Alshon Jeffrey for some draft picks. There were many texts and many thoughts had, and ultimately I tried to get as much value as possible out of him until the blather states came in and undercut my offer with an alternate player that Whitey decided was the better offer for him. I'm not the type of person to bully anybody into making a poor choice for the team. I made an offer to Whitey, and I said, take whichever offer is better for you. He determined that was with the bladder skates, and time will tell if he made the right choice or not, but I hold no ill will towards him. Perhaps I made a poor choice there, perhaps not. At which point I turned my attentions to other teams in an attempt to extract as much value as I could out of what players I had. And myself and the owner of Flush Twice were in discussions, if you can call it that. He sent me 2 text messages. I informed him that it would be wise of him to consider Alshon Jeffrey in a trade rather than keeping Jordan Reed or Rob Gronkowski. He told me he would look at the numbers, was the exact phrase I believe I got. I'm not sure that he knows what numbers are or how they're relative to fantasy football in statistics, but he told me he would look at them, at which point he proceeded not to get back to me for several hours. I attempted to reestablish negotiations around 9 o'clock at night, 3 hours prior to the deadline, and the response I got was still putting kids to bed, assuming he was still considering the transaction and was too busy taking care of family duties to do so. I continued to wait for his response to see if any further value could be made or a last-minute agreement could come to, and there's no excuse for the fact that we lost track of time. You know, the Opeachy Drinkers, as owner and manager, I've always been about inspiring masculine attributes and owning your flaws and owning your mistakes. And if Robert Griffin out there throws an interception in the 4th quarter, or if Roddy White dropped a touchdown pass and gives us the loss rather than the win to put us into the playoffs, I want my players to own their mistakes. You know, we don't make excuses for other people. We don't try to justify our poor actions. We lost track of time. We didn't get our decision in until 53 minutes after the deadline. That was made clear to me, and I'm not here to say otherwise. We screwed up. I screwed up, and I apologize to everyone on the Opeachy Drinkers for that choice, and life moves on.
Yes, you were only 53 minutes late. Do you feel like you should be allowed to keep somebody anyway?
You know, that's not really my choice to make. What I appreciate the most about the League of Rippy Day is that it's an enjoyable, noble, honorable league. We are not a lamp dictatorship anymore, but a democratic league of what I hope to be unbiased, objective owners that promote the well-being and value of the league as a whole. So I would trust whatever decision they make to be the best one for the league. I'm not going to sit here and argue my way in. I'm not going to try to say that you should let it slide. I'm not going to try to explain why it's okay. The rules are rules, and I am a big proponent of fairness and justice, and that everybody be exposed to the same restrictions, whether it's me or somebody else. They should have to bear that load, and if it was somebody else, I would probably vote against it in a poll, so I see no reason why I should get away with it here. Once again, we made a mistake, and my sincerest apologies to the Drinkers for that, and I know that they will forgive me, and they will understand that no manager is perfect, and despite mistakes, they're coming under the leadership of a 2-time champion. I'm sure anybody we take on our team will be happy to have us. In the case that we don't get Alshon, he will be missed, but any savvy fantasy owner knows that a team is not made of one player, but a team of players, and we're going to move forward with every intention of winning, as we always have done.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about you not caring about fantasy because you're not involved on the Facebook page, and now after this incident, those comments seem somewhat warranted. How do
Yeah.
you respond to those?
No, I'm really getting sick of these types of thoughts and comments that are swirling around. I know there's been a lot of talk about my lack of concern for Ricky Day as a league, or there's probably even been comments made about how that I don't care about fantasy football as a whole. Such statements could not be farther from the truth. I hesitate to even acknowledge such a question with a response. I'll let my reputation speak for itself in that matter. The only people I can understand, assuming I don't really care, is maybe Levine and PC, since I don't really talk to them and they're too far away to hang out with. Anybody who knows me in this league knows that my passion is unparalleled only by the most elite owners of Ricky Day. Come watch a football game with me. Watch me fall to my knees in tears when my player can't catch a touchdown pass. Watch me run around the house and jump in circles when Robert Griffin runs a 5-yard touchdown into the end zone. I will agonizingly watch every play in slow motion. I will hug my players. I will kiss the TV screen. I'm telling you, 95% of team owners out there do not care about fantasy to the degree that I care about it, and I don't think you have to put letters onto a computer screen to prove how much you care about this league. Fantasy is about heart. Fantasy is about passion. Fantasy is not about time logged on a computer or posts made on a website. I'm not going to be bullied into buying a mobile device or smartphone just so I can keep up with the ongoings of Ricky Day Smacky Town. What I will do is continue to invest in my team, invest in my players, watch these games in slow motion, and be depressed when I lose. Thank you very much.